Mega Dragonite has been a very polarizing Pokemon, with most people leaning on the side of it's not very good, including myself. I thought that this Pokemon was a flop, and it still kind of is, don't get me wrong. However, I did also say I think it was good enough to possibly win a tournament in the right team context, and that's what it did here. Now, I thought that team context would be rain instead of sun, but here we are. This team won a Victory Road online tournament, which are really major tournaments that happen in the grassroots scene. The team was created and piloted, to my knowledge, by Tota Nambu, and I'll also post their Twitter so you guys can check them out. They did not post a replica or a rental, so I made the team myself to the best of my abilities on what I think the spreads would, could, and should be. So feel free to try the team yourself. Let me know if you do. If you enjoy these kind of videos, make sure to click like for your boys, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Become a member if you are so inclined to receive team help from me. And let's go into the team breakdown itself so you can see kind of what my thinking was. All right, so we've introduced the team and who made it and who won with it, but now we're going to go over the actual team itself. So the team is a Dragonite with Draco Meteor, Extreme Speed, Tailwind, Flamethrower. Even if you watch my tournament recap video, I mentioned how Draco Meteor can be very strong. And there are times that people don't want to run it because of the drops, but I think the upside is still very valuable. Extreme Speed for picking off like low HP mons, picking off sashes, stuff like that, of course. Tailwind for extra speed control, because the Dragonite, and I'll go to the stats as well, is timid. So timid, like Tailwind, especially if you Mega Evolve, you'll get that off a lot of the times because not a lot of things are running their max speeds right now. So it gives you a lot of advantage and a lot of momentum if you can catch Tailwinds off on people who are not ready for you to be that fast. The Flamethrower is because you need to be able to hit steel types with this thing as well, because you see Dragon and normal, both are resisted by steel. Multi-Scale also gives you a way to get Tailwind up because you're not getting KO'd by anything in one hit. So you'll see, like, if you're playing against like Whimsicott, Glimmora or something, right? They Tailwind meet in, what's it called? Power Gem you don't get KO'd because you are multi-scale. The Garchomp is pretty standard. For the Garchomp spread, I used the one from a previous video because this was a citrus berry chomp. And if I didn't mention it before, this person never put out a paste or never put out a paste or a rental of this team. So I kind of just replicated it to the best of my own abilities. So the Garchomp, I use the bulky spread that I used in a previous video, like I mentioned. The HP is so that you can get your citrus berry activation as well as be super duper bulky. You have a decent amount of speed still as well. At 135, you'll be kind of in that speed tier where like you're dealing with like the Charizard and stuff like that. And the attack, you hit the adamant bump, so I think that's fine, right? And you also take a lot of hits and you get good recovery. The Bastion Legion is pretty standard. I think if I was to change something on the team, I would change the Bastion Legion. I would change it to be a bit more bulky, like the Bastion Legion spread from the other video that I used as well as the Bunky Chomp. Just so I could deal with Sucker Punch a little bit more. Just because like Garchomp and Charizard are your way of dealing with King Gambits, but in games where like maybe you lose one or the other, you have to, or you're like chipped and Sucker Punch can kill those as well. You kind of want the Bastion Legion also to be able to take a hit. So maybe I would change that, but otherwise it's a very standard Bastion Legion set. Wave Crash, Last Respects, Aqua Jet, Flip Turn, and then Max with 2 and its adaptability and its Jolly so you don't lose any Scar Speed ties. The Garchomp itself, Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb is a nice move to have because of the speed control factor of it. You just get to slow things down. So even if you don't get your Tailwind up, you can start slowing things down one hit at a time. Or if you're matching Tailwinds with someone else and you Rock Tomb them as well, you get to slow them down and you still outspeed in Tailwind. Also with the Garchomp, I'm going to pull up a calc while I'm going over this. I'm pretty sure the Rock Tomb does like a lot more damage than Rock Slide into opposing Zards. So yeah, so like Rock Tomb on a bulkless Zard is 118% minimum, right? Rock Slide is 113% spread. That's like, obviously they both kill, but the Zards are not like bulkless. So if the Zard is like 32 HP, 1 defense, for example, Rock Slide is a 50-50 shot to KO, but Rock Tomb is a 94% chance, right? So I think that Rock Tomb is just really worth it in that sense. The Venusaur, I went for modest. Sash usually signals to me that the Pokemon is max speed, max attack, or max special attack in this case. I went with modest because I felt like I could, because you can bring Dragonite and get Tailwinds up even when you aren't Mega Evolving it, which I do a couple times in this video. I don't Mega Evolve Dragonite that much. But you can get your Tailwind up, and then you also have the Sun, right, with Solar Power. I mean, with you also have the Sun up. So you kind of use the Chlorophyll plus the Tailwind to get the speed jump on a lot of things as it stands anyway. So you don't really need Timid, I don't feel like. And also just like modest in Sun, just outspeed things that don't have any speed control anyway, right? So I think it's kind of worth it. The extra damage on Leaf Storm and Sludge Bomb is really nice as well. You start to really chip things down. You hit Garchomps really hard with Leaf Storm. You KO the Bastic Legions in one hit. Be careful with the Venusaur because Leaf Storm is inaccurate. It's like 90% accurate, and the Sleep Powder is obviously 75%. But they're very, very high reward moves that I think are worth having. The Charizard has Helping Hand on it, which is kind of cool in my opinion, right? Because you can go for like Helping Hand Sludge Bomb into something like a Primarina or something and kind of pick up a big knockout if you need it. You can go for like Helping Hand Earthquakes on your Garchomp if your opponent has like 2 ground weeks, like T-Tar or something, right? And you just want to clear that board really quickly. You go for Helping Hand Earthquake and probably clear both of them. The Kingambit is mostly standard. It's the Black Glasses set with Kowtow, Sucker, and Ironhead with no Swords Dance because you just hit Fairy types really well. Because I think it's important for this team to have the Ironhead because you have 2 Fairy weeks at the top. You have 2 Fairy resist as well, but I think also having 2 ways to hit with Sludge Bomb and Ironhead is really nice. It's a pretty standard spread of max HP 111. Most of them would be 32 or in a little speed, or it'll be a little bit more defensive. But for this one, I just went 31 HP, max attack 111. And for the Charizard, I went 28 HP, 14 defense. Yes, they're running them very, very fast, so you can live all the rock moves that are not stab. Then I went with 7 modest on the special attack. I went for 17 speed because a lot of these Charizards hover in that 130 mid speed range. So I thought with 137, I can get the jump on some of them. But realistically, you don't have to be that slow or that bulky or that fast if you don't want to be. But I thought it just kind of felt right for this video. There are better Charizard spreads, but I'm keeping those for myself. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that's the team. Those are the moves. Those are the stats. That's the code at the top, as you can see. So if you want to try the team, free, let me know. Otherwise, we can jump right into the battles. See you in the first one. I have no idea what I want to do here. If they lead the Oranguru, how do I stop that? Do I have a way to stop TR? Do I need a way to stop TR? All right, so I'm gonna lead Kingambit because it just blocks Typhlosion from being able to do anything. I'm gonna lead you because I can flip turn out into something a bit stronger if they lead like Charizard Whims. And I probably should bring the Dragonite because it's the feature mon. But I need a way to beat the... This is gonna look so weird, but I need a way to beat like their fairy types, right? So I have to bring Venusaur most likely. Do I beat their Kingambit with this though? Is the issue. Probably not. But you know what? We'll figure it out. This is the wrong stuff to bring, but I don't care. It should be a different mon. I literally just want to feature the Dragonite. It should be Charizard and Venusaur. Interesting. They just kind of let me do this? We'll find out. If he protects that Oranguru, I'll be mad as heck, but it's not that big of a deal, right? No, I don't think it's that much of a big of a deal. Dang, the camera looks so good today. These good old dark colors. So I double this Oranguru. It probably doesn't have Protect. It doesn't really have room for it. It needs to have like Trick Room, Instruct, an attacking move, and I guess it could have Protect. This is kind of okay though, right? Because I get so much free damage here. This is actually very fine. Yeah, this is totally okay. This into Gambit, please. Okay. Not that strong of a Primarina considering. I'm just gonna click Protect because I want to see what I can bring in here. They Sucker Punch here. I get Dnite in. I Flamethrower. I Iron Head, right? Yeah, I think that should work. No shot they Moonblast this slot. Unless they Sucker Punch and Moonblast, that'd be a little annoying. I just want to get Sucker Punched and Moonblasted into my Kingambit. Okay, perfect. This is okay. This is actually more than okay. Oh, this is so good. Perfect turn. Perfect turn. Perfect repositioning. Iron Head here. I'm just gonna Mega Evolve now. There's no point in saving it. I might as well just get the damage, especially if they switch King Gambit out. I get a lot of damage on me. They'll switch. They could protect, but I don't really have a way to hit the Primarina with Dragonite. Actually, I don't even have Solar Beam on Zard. Okay, this is that's kind of fine-ish, because as long as I get rid of the Gambit, I am in okay position. Ideally, they just go for like Hyper Voice. And okay, they did Moonblast me, so they're trying to clear the way for Oranguru. Low roll, low roll, low roll. That King Gambit was really strong with Sucker Punch. Actually surprised it did that much. So my options here are Draco, Sludge Bomb, or Sleep Powder, or a Wave Crash Draco. Because I know I can beat the the Prim, as long as Trickham's not up, then it's fine. And them switching out makes me feel like it doesn't have Protect, right? So this should be a cool double up. Dragonite's pretty strong, right? Maybe I can check the calcs and stuff while they're selecting their move. Oranguru, let's go for like max HP, of course. Probably like a bold set, right? They're probably bold. Let's assume they're like 32 bold for some weird reason. Dragonite, Special Rain Mega, if I'm timid. Draco Meteor does like 56 to 67. So does Wave Crash do at least 44? Oh, it does plenty. So maybe they're specially defensive? Oh, perfect. That's perfect. What? How did that? Oh my goodness, that was so free. I thought that would be closer. Wave Crash 51 to 67, so they're not physically defensive then. So what I do here, oh, it's Charizard. Oh, so because it's Charizard, I just Wave Crash it. Yeah, just Wave Crash it. I just Wave Crash it every time. I will also Draco it. E-Speed is probably stronger, actually. I don't want to switch into a Heat Wave, basically, right? Because 2 Wave Crashes will kill the Zard. Now, if they hit me with like a Solar Beam plus a Moonblast, that could be annoying, but they're still kind of fine. Oh, yeah, Extreme Speed does more. Oh, Wave Crashes just pick up. Oh, we crit. That's really strong for us. That's really bad for them. Charizard, if they're bulkless though, Wave Crash in Sun does like, has an 87% chance to KO on its own. Let me check Dragonite Special Rain Mega again, because that did so much with the crit, right? Extreme Speed into Zard, critical hit. No, not Draco. Nope, not Hurricane. Extreme Speed crit. We did like 45%, right? So that's bulkless. That has to be bulkless Charizard. Because to like max HP defensive Zard, it can never do that much even with a crit. So that's bulkless Zard. So we would have killed the Wave Crash even without the crit. So I feel better about that. We played that magically, actually, though. We played this first game beautifully. Just Wave Crash again for some chip. And then Sludge Bomb. Leech Storm is obviously stronger, but it can miss. So, like, I'll just Sludge Bomb because we are guaranteed to win with this. And they're also more likely to be holding like a grass resist item than they are a poison, I think. No, they're not. That's a bad take. I never said that. They are way more likely to be holding a poison item because there's Venusaur and then there's what's it called? Sneasler. Psychic. See, this is why I didn't want to play those games. I didn't want to switch in and ruin my sash, nothing. That thing is not that strong though. This is bulkless Venusaur, as you guys probably saw in the intro. This is like super bulkless. They just forfeit? Yeah. So we brought the wrong team on purpose, but we still got the win because we played that so perfectly. Shout out to us. Shout out to Battle Girl over here, whatever your name is. If another Oranguru. This one also has the blow up stuff though, right? For the ice type. So because of that, I kind of think I have to Leaking Gambit again. I kind of don't have a choice. So it's you. It could also just be like Heat Wave Earthquake as well, right? If it's like Clefable. What is Glalie speed? Let's actually start there. Glalie, what's Mega Glalie? You go up to a 100 base speed, but I don't think you KO us, is the issue. You KO the this is tough. I just don't want to get hit by the friggin' ice move. So I'll do this and then I'll have you in the back and then I'll have Chomp. So no Dragonite this time. I forced it in the first one. I can't force it here against an ice type, a fairy type, and a 2 fairy type. I thought it'd be something like this, yeah. I'm going to actually just go for Kowtow because I want them to. Wait, what? What? Oh, I'm just trying to make some noise while I move this mic. Okay, still just follow me. That's good to know. I would have, if I knew it was Mega, I'd have clicked Iron Head first turn. That does so much. That's gonna die. All right, so let me plan this out because I know I'll kill that with because I know I'll kill that thing with Iron Head. Oh, that thing is so weak. What? Let me see something. Oranguru. It's like 32. Like they're bold or whatever. Again, weather ball does not kill, so it doesn't matter to go for that. All right, so let me plan these turns out. Trick Room. If I attack, then I have to protect, then I attack, and then I protect. Yeah, I think that's okay. Who do I have? I need to preserve the turn. If I protect now, then I can attack. Then I can protect now, then I have to attack on the last turn. So I don't think I want to deal with that too much. I'm just gonna do this, and then I think I'm going to just Weather Ball here. Like a philosophy of mine is that like you want to be able to protect on the last turns, but if you protect now, right, then you have to figure out the next turn, and then you can protect in the 3rd turn, but not the 4th turn. Interesting. Wonder what the Clefable was going for. Let me see something on my Zard here. I should have like 28 HP on this Zard, I think. I do have 28 HP on this Zard. Oh, it's Mudsdale. Hold on. That's a different story. All right, hold on. So this is definitely a scout turn. Definitely a scout turn. Even though I don't think Stone Edge will get us. What am I, 28-14? Rock Slide is fine. Oh no, but if he does it twice though, then that's a bad thing. Mudsdale. So they're at 32 and they're like Adamant or Brave or whatever. Did you click Encore, dude? They Encored themselves? That's not how that works, buddy. I hope they go, but they can't even, wait, they can't even like change the body press now. What? I looked back and saw that like, wait, am I tripping? Because a rock slide can't kill me with one hit, but it can kill me with double, right? So yeah, this does nothing to us. Oh, that's a bit annoying. That's a bit annoying, but it's still kind of fine, right? Because they can't threaten us with anything because they're encored into into rock slide. That's so funny to me that they would do that. They get like chances to flinch me, which is annoying, but like I'm not overly tripping. Turns of Trick Room. 1. I just need to get this attack off. If I get 1 attack off, I'm fine. I literally just need to get 1 attack off, but I'm good. Because the idea here is that I just go for Kowtow. If I get it off, they can't live 2 Kowtows, right? Especially with black glasses. So they'll never get Trick Room up again. And then I can avoid giving them stamina boost, so I can hit them hard, and then I can like use Charizard to just clean up the rest of the game, right? That's so annoying because it's not like they're flinching me on the second rock slide, right? They're flinching me on the first one every time. Now they miss, but like who cares? I already got flinched. And now Garchomp's gonna flinch because I got hit with it twice. Oh, Garchomp moved. That should be in range. That honestly should be in range. Like that should be in super range. I'm not even gonna count that. I know I'm gonna kill. I don't care if they click protect or anything. Go for it. You are still locked into your other garbage moves. But like this is what we're talking about, right? Like rock slide overall is like just taking over people's minds. Yeah, this doesn't help you. I don't think it does. Oh yeah, 37%. Yeah, no shot. But yeah, rock slide has infected people's brains, right? So they have this thing where they have moves like high horsepower. Mudsdale can learn body press, and you can click those moves and do a lot of damage into my King Gambit. But nah, rock slide. Rock slide. Ooh, he ended his encore. 2 forfeits in a row. We take those. No GGs to you for spamming rock slide 2 turns in a row, or 2 times each turn. All right, so in practice, this matchup was a bit weird. But not impossible. It was weird, but not impossible. I was leading Dragonite Chomp into this, and I can get it down to about the Basque, but the Basque is the issue at the end, right? So I think I want to do is I actually want to lead Zard. No, I don't. I want to lead this. Oh, no, I do want to lead Dragonite. I'm just not going to mega it. I think that is actually a bit of a better game plan. I think that is a little bit better. I have a couple rock slide weeks, but the Venusaur will be my anchor. I think I actually like this a lot better now that I think about it. Yeah, it's always Whimsical Glimmora, right? It's always Whimsical Glimmora. Usually they go for Protect Tailwind here, but because this is on cart and not Showdown, I'm going to see if they go for that this time. No, they don't go for Protect Tailwind. They go for Protect plus Moonblast. So I Tailwind, and I just click Earthquake, right? They Moonblast, but it's not going to do enough damage to the Chomp to matter. Because then they still need to Tailwind or swap. Yeah, it's always the Protect turn 1. But like, it's okay because I want to cover for the fact that they might not. So this is actually a bit better for me. The fact that they didn't Moonblast means I keep all my health. So this Glimmora doesn't actually get a turn to play the game, which is really nice. And bringing the Venusaur means I can get rid of the spikes, right? So this Glimmora, again, doesn't get a chance to play the game. So I'll just Earthquake here. They can Moonblast 1 slot. I think they are considering like doubling the Dnite. That is a choice because nothing really wants to take an Earthquake. Yeah, this is still a lot of damage. Like, yeah, I'll take some chip, but like, it's not enough chip for me to care about. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this person. That's all they know how to do is click encore. And this would do like 30, 40%. Oh, that's really good damage. That's really good damage. If I can clear their Whimsicott, then I feel like I'm in a good spot. Why would you protect the Whims? Oh my goodness. Like, whatever. I don't care. I actually don't care that much. Scale shot. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Running that cringe move. Running that cringe move. Now you in E-speed range. Yeah, now you in E-speed range, dork. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I'm super E-speeding you now. Turn to Tailwind. I have one, they have one. If I Rock Tomb them, then I can it probably doesn't kill, but it covers like a switch into like their Zard. And I can also E-speed it next turn if I just chip it. Yeah, no shot. No shot I'm letting you get that off, bro. No shot I'm letting you get that off, bro. But this lead is actually like kind of smoking them. It's not enough. That's Fairy Feather for sure, unless they crit me. Oh, that's super Fairy Feather. How much did I take from that? Oh, wonderful. Unless they're max. Let me check. Garchomp. This is not. Yeah, this one's like the 32 HP one. I'm pretty sure that I used. So like 32 HP. I got brought. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is so much damage. Look, if I Rock Tomb this, it's fine. Like, it's actually fine. They can only attack. They can protect the Whimsicott all they want. I don't care. Like, that is most likely their play. Yeah, that's fine. I want to keep them honest, right? Even though I know it's going to happen, it's still better to keep them honest. Because they're going to attack the Dragonite with Last Respects anyway. And the Rock Tomb will slow them down, which is really good for me. Wave Crash? That's interesting. That's so interesting. All right, so yeah, I just go into you now. I'm still gonna E-speed, even though it's gonna probably be the they had to switch the Whimsicott cut out, but I can't let it get Tailwind up. That's how I like lose. Maybe I Tailwind and just attack the Basculegion here, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessary. Cause I break Sash, which is important. Yeah, like that's fine. And Charizard floats, so it's not worried about Toxic Spikes anyway. Now that I think about it again. So we get rid of this, which is good. I am modest. I'll go for a Tailwind. I'm gonna go for a Sleep Powder here because they probably want to protect that thing again. So they're gonna like power gem me because they're probably faster. Oh, you're trolling. You're not fast enough. At least I don't think. Wait, why are they? Why? Wait, what? Glimmora, fast offensive. Timid is 151. Get cooked. Get actually cooked. Get mogged. Get mogged, loser. Yeah. Yeah. Editor, make censor that, please. Here we go again. I'm gonna leave the same stuff. I'm gonna play it a little bit differently because I'm adapting a little bit better now to the matchup overall. Yeah, I'm adapting a little bit better overall to the matchup itself. Always the same lead. It's always the same lead. So they should probably protect the Glimmora because 100% of these guys protect the Glimmora. 100% of these guys protect the Glimmora. Oh, this one went for Moonblast. Interesting. So they might try to encore me here into Rock Tomb. But if they do that, I get the flamethrower off. So like I'm kind of fine with that. I'll try to Earthquake. I would just much rather that, right? This is fine because now they've been like baited, right? So now they don't get Tailwind up, which is kind of all I care about. Because now I have the speed for the whole game, right? Even if they like rock attack me here, it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, it doesn't actually matter. And again, I have Charizard and Venusaur on the back, so the spikes don't matter. This will kill here, which is like actually kind of better for me. Ooh, Bastion Legion came out. Wonderful. Wonderful. So I'll Leaf Storm that for sure. And I know you're not Sash, because your Glim is Sash. I'm gonna double that slot, actually. I'm gonna double that slot. Okay, so Bastion Legion is dead, which is really good. Oh yeah, this is a massacre. This is El Massacre. Don't care about this. I'll go for a sleep powder just because I can, right? I want to check the info. Tailwind, I have 1 turn left. The thing is with 1 turn of Tailwind also means I'm still going to be probably faster with my Garchomp here. They can't actually clear my Garchomp easily. Expected. Let's see if they do they Spiky Shield also. The thing is that the Glim is always too slow. So if my Encore ends this turn, which I think it should, yeah. Perfect. Because now, if I want to, I can just protect this slot. And I'm too bulky to care. Actually, I don't want to protect, though. I don't want to protect. I don't want to protect. I don't want to protect. I want to Sleep Powder. I'll earthquake myself. It's okay to get the switch in because they might do their dance thing. They might put the sun up, and I want to try to sleep out of the Zard, and I want to make sure I kill this Glimmora. Yeah, I want to make sure the Venusaur does something to help the board state. I don't want to protect and lose my momentum. That'd have been a really bad play. Protecting is usually the worst play in like most instances. Yep. So that's a nap Zard. So now I kill the whole left side of the board and I just win the game instantly. Because the Glimmer's dead. All right, so this game's over. It's just a matter of taking the HP down. I could go for like a Helping Hand Rock Tomb. Actually, I'm gonna go for that. I think that's kind of funny. I'll go for it, just for the style points. I'll go for the style points on it. I'm gonna Mega Evolve my Zard because why not? They're not forfeiting, so I respect it. You could argue I'm revealing information, but I'm never going to see this person on a ladder again, so it's fine. Charizard sleep. Rock Tomb will pick up. Pop! Pop goes Weasel and Weasel goes pop. Okay, I have a much better grasp on that matchup now. So now I know how to play it if I were to play more games with this team. But that's probably the last one with this team itself for the Super Rookie Mainer Gold. So once again, here's the rental. As you guys can see, Dragonite is a very, very useful piece on the team. You can either use it in its Mega Evolve form to get like big damage down, or you can just use it on its own with as a like Tailwind priority kind of bot, which has the big upside of cooking Draco Meteor. On the in-game ladder as well, like because most of the Dragonites are physical, when you don't Mega, people are not necessarily ready for stuff like Flamethrower or Draco Meteor. I think in one of the games I clicked Flamethrower into like Whimsicott. And I was able to like KO it, and they probably didn't think I had a way to KO them, right? Because they saw like the Tailwind come out, they saw me not Mega Evolve, they thought I was physical Dnite, and then the Flamethrower comes out, all of a sudden the Whimsicott's gone. So it's a really cool team. Shout out to the creator once again. Let me make sure I am getting their name correct because I do not know how to say. Oh, Tota Nambu. Yes, that's the name on VR, so that's the name I'm gonna use instead of the Twitter name. So yeah, shout out to them once again. I really appreciate them bringing this team to the light because it's really a lot of fun, even if they didn't post a rental. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Click like for your boy, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video.